Hi, this is Glenda. This is going to be my take on the no-sew box pleat ribbon. My Passion for Paper made a tutorial and her ribbon looks beautiful. I couldn't imagine me cutting all those tiny little pieces of sticky, so typically did a shortcut. Mine will not look as pretty as hers, because you will get sticky on both sides when you're done, but nearly all of us would be putting something down the top of it, a piece of lace, another piece of ribbon or some bling. So this is my cheats way of doing the no-sew, which is already a cheats way, box pleat ribbon. This one was a little bit stiff and tended to curl a bit, and for these little tiny pleats is probably a bit wide. But on the project it will still straighten out. This one was also wide but a softer ribbon and it sits better. This one was actually a wired ribbon, and I actually pulled out the wire after I'd folded it. It was sort of kept it in the right shape as I was making it. We'll try it again. I've already pulled the wire out this time. You need approximately 3 times the length of ribbon of your finished length that you need, and simply some double-sided tape. You're going to put it right along the edge on both sides. You can use a slightly thinner tape on this one. I used the really narrow, I think it's 1/8 of an inch. It was a little bit more difficult, but then the ribbon wasn't as obliging either, so I'll stick with the, I think this is 1/4 inch, 6mm, whatever that is at. So you just stick your ribbon down on one length. Don't use ribbon scissors to cut your sticky. Flip it over and put another row of sticky along the other side, so that it's back-to-back sticky. As I say, when you've finished you will actually end up with sticky on the top of both sides, but if you won't be covering it, this method won't work. Yep, that's the end of my tape, which I thought might happen. So I have another. Okay, press it down nice and firm. And you want to peel back the tape on both sides, but just partly. You can keep peeling as you go, it'll just stop it sticking to everything as you are working with it. I have already seared the ends, nearly set the place on fire. Just start by bending a little bit back, and don't have coffee and a sleep before you did it last time, because you'll forget how to do it. So the other tutorial will be far clearer as to how you are actually folding this, because the folding is the same, it's just I'm not putting on the sticky each time. So you're just going to do little pleats opposite each other. So you'll end up with 3 little layers each time. And you just go, oh, it's a bit big, back and forth, and make sure you keep the top of your trim even. So each pleat will always be opposite the previous pleat. Clear as mud. That one's a bit big. I have left the top wire in this just to see how it went. You do need to remove the bottom wire to get it to sit in a ruffled way like that. Whether you do it before or after. It was almost trying to fray on me on this one when I removed it after, but it's actually not too bad. It is sticky, but I'm just not patient enough to remove all those little bits of tape and stick them on. Sort of thing you could prepare your ribbon, then do these in front of the telly, as long as the plot wasn't too complicated on the show so you lost your place in your pleats. But I find box pleat trim really hard to find here in Melbourne. I have yet to see it for sale anywhere. Probably the specialty shops have it, but specialty shops are few and far between. Keep pulling your tape off as you go. Your backing tape. Did I mention I have, see at the ends, when you get to the end, depending how it works out, you just fold it over. Then you can just return your backing tape to the trim until you're ready to use it. If it's going to oblige, which sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I think most times you would do it in the colour you wanted just before you were ready to use it anyway. As I say, you do end up with it sticky on both sides, but usually you want to stick it to a project and you want to put trim down the middle, so it's that quick and easy. Yeah. On this one I simply put the same ribbon over the top of the sticky and folded it in behind, which made it nice and neat. So hopefully that's a useful idea for you, and that's my attempts at a no-sew box pleat ribbon. Thank you.